Oh, hi. I'm sure you've seen an action film before, whether new or old, high budget or low budget, but generally it's a pretty cool experience, right? It's a genre that offers some basic world building to establish characters, setting, and a plot. Kinda just keeps on feeding you what you're probably looking for, whether you like it or not. And you will like it. I mean, you have guns, explosions, violence, and above all else, guns. A lot of guns. You also have extremely fast-paced editing, and heavy amounts of injury, gore, and death. But how does it all come together? I mean, I could just throw in a bunch of explosions, but it doesn't really feel like action, doesn't it? What I'm saying is that there needs to be structure, tension needs to break at the right moment, and guns should be fired because of a purpose. There shouldn't be war without reason. Action movies, like any other form of film or media in general, needs to have a cohesive storyline with characters that have goals and motives that they're trying to work toward. This, however, is where action movies will stray away from other forms of films and media. You see, where other genres have 4 to 8 main characters, an action movie will have a single main character commonly known as the action hero. This is the character with the most lore, the crazy stunts, and probably the highest kill count throughout the whole movie with very little exception. Probably the easy example of this is John Wick. That guy. If you've seen any John Wick movie, you would know that the general storyline is he's going about his life, then suddenly something happens to him and he gains a motive. Then he goes on an action-packed killing spree towards said motive, with some extra plot along the way, until he achieves his goal to more often than not get revenge on the main antagonist, therefore justifying all the damage he's done along the way. So, like most other films, it's 3-act storytelling, the only difference being that everything is focused on a single cool individual. Of course, there's some variation in this, for example, Bullet Train blending action and comedy by having a few main individuals instead of a single main character. There's also films like Fall Guy blending action and romance by having 2 individuals instead of 1, and having the male lead do most of the stunts while the female lead covers the audience with most of the plot and world building. My point here is that the action genre can blend well with a lot of other genres, and if done correctly can lead to a really great product, therefore having a really great viewing experience. But you know what else leads to a really great viewing experience? You know, the explosions, the guns, the violence. It's what you want to see when you want an action movie. At least, what I want to see. But the thing is, like, none of it is really real in a sense. What I mean is, well, obviously no bullets are being fired, no explosions are hurting anybody, no Captain America didn't actually get domed in the face by Hulk, like who would have guessed. But how do they make it look so real? Well, the short answer is, it's just a bunch of stunt work, choreography, and VFX, both practical and digital. But when you really dig into it, it uncovers an entire new layer to the viewing experience that hasn't been seen before. Now, instead of saying, wow, explosion big, suddenly you're sitting on the couch pondering how they managed to fit that much gasoline inside a single airplane, or how an actor gets hit by something that in person isn't there, or how much money the director spent to blow up that many acres of land. To me, it's what makes action movies special, even if the movie is quote-unquote bad. Because if the storyline sucks, more often than not, the effects probably suck as well. Yeah, never mind, that was a bad point, yeah.